Well, here's the haul. So we have an actual a518A 4x4 tail housing, actually overdrive unit, 4x4 tail housing, and a transfer case that the tag came off, so I'm not actually sure which one it is. But because I only paid $50 for that transfer case, because it was easier for them to not take it off, I got the 241 DHD as well. That is driver's side. So I've got options, and then I got a drive shaft, I think from a second gen, sorry, I'm tired, for the main thing, and I actually got a drive shaft off the transfer case. Now, obviously, that's not long enough as is. And then on top of that, got the not crossover beam. Come on, support something. I'm really tired. It was a long day. Whatever, support stuff. So there's already that piece, but then the cross member. For, again, this is off a Dodge truck, like a W150, I think. So got that. Might need some new stuff, but at least gives whoever gets this project, maybe it's me, a good starting point. And got a flex plate, and under there is also a starter for the thing. So did pretty well. Who knows? This came off of a plow truck, so who knows how this transmission is doing. Hopefully it's not toast. It came with a torque converter, and we shall see. So this is the haul. I was gonna get something similar. Originally, I was gonna buy a W250 out in Woodstock, New York, which is 4.5 hours away. That needed some work just to get it home, but it would have given me the whole drive line and two D60 axles. But realizing probably not using 1-ton axles, just given my application. And then I found just a 518 and 4x4 tail housing down by Edison, New Jersey, 10 minutes from my buddy. But again, 4.5, 5-hour drive one way to go get it. And then this popped up 90 minutes away. Great guy named David who runs something. I'll put a link to the business, but they've got a lot of cool Dodge stuff, including they had all this. And so I was able to check that out, as well as some Ram Chargers, which have an axle setup that might work a bit better. But it is passenger side drop, and I'm a little concerned that with the transfer case and when this step retracts in, that passenger side drop will cause problems. Driver side drop, you've got a whole set of other problems, but we'll get into that later. So 5-6 hours into this, and got most of what I need other than axles.